What up, world? Mystic Mike here to talk about how to manifest what you want in life, how to manifest the right relationship is really the general ideas, the right relationships. And this isn't just talking about a partner, this is talking about just relationships in general. And the first step to manifesting is to actually know what you want, know where you want to go, know what you want in life. And if you don't know this step, it's very important because if you don't know this step, the universe is just going to hand you random shit until, it gets something that you think you want. So that's why you're going to get a bunch of things that you don't get or you don't want. Even with relationships, not knowing exactly what you want in somebody will bring all these random people in your life or even these partners that aren't suitable for what you really want. And how do we find this? That's great, Mike, but how do we find out what we want if we don't know? And the only way is to take steps inward. And I've talked about this in previous episodes, but just take steps inward into yourself. Who are you? Without projections, who are you? Without, somebody else's projections or somebody else's expectations. Who are you without these things? And what you will find is that you'll start to find who you are, who you want to be, who you want to become. And that is the first step, is to take the step inside of yourself and retrieve the love. Not and it's also has a part of not being dependent on other people, other situations to bring you happiness, to bring you clarity. It's an inward understanding, and it's an inward journey that alters your outer experience. As above, so below, as within, so without. And that's exactly how you manifest. Not just money, not just your lifestyle, but not just relationships, but everything. Literally everything is external is an internal process. And for some of you, that might not make sense. But when you start taking these dives inward, you will realize that this is the case. You will realize that what I am saying is completely true. You'll realize that in order to fix relationships or fix family dynamics, it all starts with you. It all starts with you taking accountability, like I said in previous videos, you accepting who you are. And if you don't accept, and if you're not liking who you are, after you accept the fact that you are this way, it's up to you to change it and figure out where you want to go, figure out what energy you want to give. And it's all an inner journey. And that will lead you to what you really want. And once you know what you want, it's all about not making compromises. Not making compromises in relationships, not making compromises with business, not making compromises just for short-term gains. And that's very hard, but once you know who you are, once you know where you want to go, nothing is going to stop you. Nothing can stand in your way but you. So this is very empowering. This is very inspirational as well to know this fact, because when you're able to get this inner wisdom, this inner growth, this inner perspective, and you're able to propel that into an external manifestation, it's very powerful. But you need to know what you want. You need to know exactly what you want in this life. Especially, and I'm talking about relationships mostly, because I always get asked these questions about relationships and not being able to find the right partner and always being in toxic relationships or narcissistic partners come up. And it's all because deep down you don't know what you really want. So the universe is gonna hand you all these random shit that you don't really want until you figure out what you want. You're gonna figure out what you want by exposing yourself to what you do not want, what you do not enjoy, experiences that you're not fond of. And by those bad experiences, you will find what you want. That's why there's a purpose for every relationship you've ever been in. There's a purpose for every obstacle that's been placed in your life. It's all to get you to understand what you really want as an individual. What's going to be happiness for you? What's going to bring success for you? Because the definition of success is going to look drastically different for me than it will for you. So first is figuring that out. What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Picturing it in your head, picturing your higher self, picturing where you want to be in 5 years, seeing it in your head, feeling into it. That's an important aspect too. Feeling it. But if you don't love yourself, if you can't accept yourself, if you can't appreciate yourself, if you don't have this self-love and this self-worth and this self-value, none of that other shit's going to happen. You're not going to find the right partner. You're not going to find people who are going to take you seriously and not take your energy for granted and your presence for granted. You're going to keep attracting these things until, it puts a fire under your butt and propels you into what you want, into your power, into your divinity, into your divine light. And I just wanted to come on here and talk to you all about that, because it really is about that, figuring out what you want. And if you're not happy, or if you have self-love issues, it's all about figuring out how to deal with these things, taking steps, journaling, shadow work. There's multiple avenues to work on. And once you work on yourself and you're feeling good about who you are and where you're headed, all the other shit comes right there. It comes right to you, effortlessly. It's meant for you. But you have to believe it. You have to know that you're worthy of the life that you want. You have to know that you're worthy of the partner you're seeking. And then it's easy to not make compromises after that. It's easy not to make compromises and settle for less than you deserve. Settle for $12 an hour when you're worth $100 an hour. And, if you're not believing that's possible, it's all about taking that inner journey in to make that a possibility. Because your limitations are the only thing stopping you from being anything, from having any partner you desire, any kind of woman, any kind of relationship, any kind of scenery, any house, any financial situation is all mental. It's not external. So stop worrying about external shit and trying to bust your ass doing external things before you do the inner things. Yes, those actions are important. But without the inner side, you're going to get all these stuff and it's going to find out that you're not getting happy, you're not getting satisfied, you're not getting fulfilled, and you're not filling your cup like you would like to. And this is what the message I'm sending everyone today. Start taking those steps inward. Start doing those techniques to really take these deep dives into your emotions, into your traumas, into the things that you feel define who you are, that are holding you back from becoming who you want to be or who you're meant to be. And that's that. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their day. And as I say all the time, I love you all and take care.